We cannot continue like this in this country. The rate at which things are costly now is alarming. Hunger day everywhere. How many people in this country even have a stable income every month? Not that one is a dullard, as I have great business ideas, but to finance the business idea is the problem. I think I will go and see my uncle if he can assist me to start a business.
David went to see his uncle at the office.
Good morning, uncle. How are you and the business, sir?
I'm doing great and the business is fine, all thanks to God.
Sir, I'm here to see you in order to discuss something important with you, sir. With the way things are these days, it's very difficult to survive the economic imbalance unless you have a stable income. That's why I decided to discuss a business idea I have with you and see if you can support me financially to bring the business into reality. I don't mind to refund whatever amount you give me with interest, sir.
I'm so happy to hear this coming from you, David. It shows there is future in this country if our youth can think out of the box. You know what? I want you to do a well-detailed feasibility study of the business you want to embark on. Then send me the proposal so that I can go through it. Then I will let you know how much I can support you with.
Thank you so much, sir. I will tidy up the feasibility study and send to you as soon as possible.
All right, I will looking forward to hear from you.
David started working on the feasibility study. He even engaged a consultant in order to gather a well-detailed feasibility study and proposal. At the end, the consultant submitted a 52 pages feasibility study on fish farming.
Good evening, sir.
How are you, David?
I am fine, sir. I want to inform you that I'm through with the feasibility study with details containing the fish farming process, lifespan from day one to harvest, the targeted markets, potential customer contacts, total capital required to start the business. All of this and more captured in the 52 pages feasibility study, and I've sent it to your email address, sir.
Wow, that's wonderful. I'm so proud of you. Just give me 1 to 2 weeks to study the document, and I will get back to you.
All right, sir. Thanks a lot for the opportunity. I will follow up in the next 2 weeks.
Uncle George analyzed the feasibility document sent by David, then he started thinking.
This boy called David is very intelligent. See how detailed the feasibility study he carried out. In fact, I don't know that fish farming business is as lucrative as this. By the time David runs this business for 1 to 2 years, he will be rich. But come to think of it, can't I make use of this plan and start another branch of business for myself? What is stopping me from having a big fish farm for myself? All I need is just to engage a consultant who can run the fish farming business end to end and put him on a fixed contract. Let me call some of my friends to recommend a consultant that can manage this project for me.
After 2 weeks, David decided to follow up on his proposal.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you, David?
I am fine, sir. I want to follow up on the proposal I sent to you on fish farming business.
Yeah, David. I've gone through the proposal and I must say that you've done a great job on the feasibility study. The only challenge is the capital stated on the proposal. As you know the situation of things in the country, bulk of my money is hanging with my customers. Also, recently, I just made a huge payment to clear my consignment. What I will advise is that you keep the hope alive. I believe by next year, we can revisit this proposal, and by then, any amount I have, I will be able to support.
All right, uncle. Thank you very much.
Not long after, Uncle George got a consultant who is ready to set up and manage the fish farm business for him. He sent the feasibility document to him to study.
Good morning, sir. I've gone through the feasibility document, and I must confess that the document is well detailed. The person that prepared the document did a great job.
Yeah, I paid so much to get the document.
Sir, as stated on the proposal, we will need an initial deposit of 150 million to commence the construction of the fish pond and the shelter.
Okay, I will transfer the money into your account. Please let's stick to the budget on the proposal.
This is noted, sir.
Uncle George made the transfer of 150 million as promised.
Hello Jude, how are you? I've transferred 150 million to your account. Have you received it?
No, sir, I've not. Maybe network issue.
No, I've sent the money like 2 hours ago.
It may still be the bank network. Let's give it some hours more.
Uncle George decided to recheck the transfer so as to be sure the transfer went through. Alas! He discovered he made mistake on the recipient of the transfer. Instead of transferring the money to Jude, he did the transfer to David.
Oh, this is a big problem. What was I thinking that made me do the transfer to David instead of Jude? And I've told David that I don't have money with me. How will I be able to retrieve this money from David? Because I can't forfeit this huge money.
Uncle George decided to put a call through to David.
Hello David, how are you doing?
Good evening, Uncle. I am fine, sir.
Please, there is an amount of money that was kept with me by one of my friends to clear his consignment. Now his goods just arrived from China and he requested for his money as he needs to clear the goods. I mistakenly sent the money to your account instead of my friend. Please kindly help me transfer the money back so that I can send the money back to him.
Uncle, hope you didn't send the money to my GT Bank.
Yes, it is your GT account that I have.
This is a serious problem. After you told me that you don't have money now, I approached GT Bank for business loan, which they gave me 200 million. Then they put my account on a debit of 200 million so that any amount that enters will be automatically be removed. They would have removed the money immediately it entered. That was why I didn't know you sent money.
This is a big problem. Okay David, what of the loan you received from them? Can you give me the money so that I can use it to sort out this issue?
Uncle, I've already invested the money on the business. In fact, the bank is monitoring the deliverables so that they can be sure I didn't divert the money to start another business. I've used the money to set up the fish farm business. I even need more money for the operations.
What can we do now?
Sir, maybe if you can give me like 1 year, I would have harvested the first batch of the fish and sell. Any amount I can get from the sales, I will send to you.
Okay, but please, if you still have any means of getting the money for me before the 1 year, I will appreciate.
I don't think so, but let's keep our fingers crossed, sir.
Okay, thank you David. Please put me in mind.
Alright, sir, I will.
Uncle George hung up the call and David was laughing.
God don't catch my uncle. I know he will call me either sooner or later. See how God just provided for me. Come to think of it, would GT Bank give someone like me that huge sum of money? I don't even know where that scope just entered my brain. Let me just make plan on how to start my fish farm business with the money.
Hey,